Hey, what's up, people? Hopefully, my audio is okay. I did test it out and it seemed fine in the studio, so I am back. The last week, like 9 days, really has been, tough organizing, doing a lot of stuff. But hey, I'm here and we're gonna get straight into some foodie beauty matters. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for hanging out. People, I know I've been away, but sometimes, you got other things to do. I've heard a lot. Foodie Beauty was smoking. Foodie Beauty no longer has Salah, excuse me, in Thailand. I guess he went back home. Foodie Beauty raged yesterday. A lot of stuff has been going on. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a catch up. I'll be playing this video that just came out an hour ago, and then catch up with all their other videos, and then I gotta go through some live streams. Cypher, what's up? Ash, Oranges, Poranges, Pebbles, Marie, Emmy from Mars, Nola Boo, Candy Apple, Yanni. What's up, Seal? Hi there, Dynamite, Mindful, Edna, Honeydew, Katrina C, Pebbles, Nikki D, Errado, Vouchin, what's going on? Evelyn R, Nina Nichelle, Marie again, Melanie Lynn. Hey there, what's up? What's up? What's up? Belizzy and Mimi, what's up? Yeah, that's what I was hearing from the tidbits that's been online is that he went back home and she can't get into Kuwait until this whole visa thing is resolved. Oh, Suburban Hillbilly, what's up? There were rumors about you were on a 1 week ban. No, I wasn't on a 1 week ban. Life happens. But as usual, people just make shit up. You know what? I'm so used to this whole space. Anything happens, people start just making stuff up. No, I wasn't on any ban whatsoever. I just got a lot of shit and a lot of boxes around me at the moment. We spoke his name 3 times last night. That's how we came back. Oh, of course, wishing upon a star, that's all you got to do. Wow, she's going back to Canada soon then. Maybe we'll see if she is running into these visa problems. There's only so long she'll stay in Thailand, right? But we'll see what happens. Other than people, let's just get into this. Let me share my screen. Let's go. Stoner Files, what's up? We also got to get into so many other things. Like, holy crap, there's been so many other things that have been going on while I was away. But here and there, I check Twitter and then see like this is happening and then that is happening. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess, I guess we're gonna have to figure shit out. You went to Foxwood the other night. You remind me of you. Ooh, how did you like Foxwoods? You know what? I love Foxwood. Well, I shouldn't say I love Foxwoods. Whenever I go to the casino, I don't go to gamble. I go for the food. Like if I go to like Seneca Casino in Buffalo, New York, I go for like the food to see the difference between the two Niagara Falls, Ontario casino buffets versus the Niagara Falls, New York one. And I mean, the Niagara Falls, New York one, a little bit different, but I liked it. It was good. I do prefer my hometown Ontario food at the casino. And yeah, I mean, Foxwood had really good food. Like, there's different restaurants there that you can eat at and whatnot, different floors, different casinos, and you can do your shopping. If they don't fleece you out of your money. You've been to Foxwood a million times? Oh, you haven't been since COVID. They redid it inside. Lots more slots. No smoking inside. Yeah, that's one thing I couldn't stand at the Niagara Falls. Well, all the casinos, even the didn't I used to go one in like upstate New York? Like when I was traveling to New York quite often, because I used to, you know, live there. What was it? It was the one near the outlet mall, like halfway. Why am I like not remembering all of this stuff? But yeah, like I think it was called like Stone something. Okay, it was close to like Waterloo Premium Outlets. Cause yeah, what was that casino called? It wasn't my favorite, but it was okay, I guess. Um, but you know what I mean. I'll figure it out. But anyways, like casinos are in business for a reason, people. Like for me, I just would meet up with friends in Niagara Falls and hang out. I'm not trying to lose all my money. I'm not trying to work twice. But hey, if you play responsibly, then why not? All right, people. Yes, Turning Stone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Susan. Thank you. It was called Turning Stone because I'm sure it was like Stone something. Yeah, Turning Stone. Thank you so much. All right, people. I'm gonna share my screen. Let's get into this. We can talk more about all of this stuff. I mean, I think Niagara Falls, Ontario would do really well if there was an infusion of money. I think they're trying to build a mega complex. Let me Google that. Niagara Falls, Ontario mega complex. They're trying to do this whole attraction park type of thing, kind of like Vegas, because well, you know what? Not even like Vegas, more like Atlantic City. But I remember years ago looking at this, and they were trying to do this whole multi-billion-dollar mega complex in Niagara Falls, which would push a lot of money into a city that's pretty stagnant. And there's, of course, a lot of people for it, a lot of people against it, because there's always going to be good and bad with everything. No matter how good something is, there's always going to be like a bad, right? But hey, that's just me. All right, let's get into this. Powerball 1 billion tonight in the USA. Nice. All right, people. Let's see what Foodie Beauty has been up to, and then I'm gonna go backwards until like 8, 9 days ago, because I haven't been on since then. All right, you live an hour and a half from Foxwoods. Cool, Marie. Well, Foxwoods is right beside, I think it's like a what, like 15, 20 minutes. I remember driving to Mohegan Sun. That's pretty much, they're pretty much next door to each other. The Mohegan versus the Foxwoods, because I know Mohegan has UFC there a lot of times, which is pretty cool, I guess. All right, let's go. Let's check her out. Let's see what she's up to.
In the elevator, Salah is finishing up some things in the room, and I'm like, I need to go get coffee before the taxi gets here. So I cannot without coffee today. It's humid, 90% humidity today. Yellow.
All right, you love these. Please don't be buying those. I mean, they're 200 baht, right? But what's the point? It's like I make sure not to buy things I don't need because all you're gonna do is throw it away later. Like when you go to fairs and stuff, right?
We found a store with some Halloween stuff, which makes me sad because I kind of
Thanks,
miss
Toriel.
Halloween. Anyway, we ended up at a mall after getting our coffee, and we decided on having lunch here. Now, there weren't very many halal options, but it was nice seeing the different kinds of food.
Wait a second. Can't she celebrate Halloween in Thailand? Because I know it's like a different story in Kuwait, right? Because that's more phenomenal in Kuwait. Because you know the whole ghosts and supernatural creatures type of thing. But yeah, it would be celebrated in Thailand, wouldn't it? Yeah. But okay, it says here that Halloween is generally not a thing in Thailand. Okay, generally not a thing. Oh, surprising.
But we ended up going for a place called Chester's,
Hey, Benny Joe.
and we ended up going with some of their fish options, which, of course, seafood is halal. So I decided on this fish dinner that comes with salad, tartar sauce, and fries. And Salah had a salmon and rice dish. So I had a like fish square, which was like a giant fish stick, and it actually was pretty good with tartar sauce and fries.
More like a fish pate, not like a fish stick. I love that his shirt ironically says Joy Division. I really do like that.
Salah said he really enjoyed the salmon, and he's going to give us a bite. After lunch at the mall, we decided to go for a walk on the streets. We came across this cute dog that seemed to have a broken paw, but I'd imagine that veterinary care is very expensive for some of the population here.
Now, guys, I got excited to
I'm sorry, why did you have to put in a dog with a broken, yes, leg? Like, do we really need to see this? If it's a video, like, why you putting these emotions into me? Like, I hate seeing that stuff where, animals are hurt, or, I've seen it way too much times in my life where animals are hopping on just like because their paw is hurt or broken and they can't walk properly. I don't want to see that in a video that should be, uplifting, and you're putting that in. Why? Why are you, yeah, messing with my emotions like that? I don't like that. And she constantly does the same thing over and over and over again.
film the squirrel because this is the first time I see one outside of the zoo. They are so cute actually and seem to love running along the electric wires on the streets.
Honestly, you can plan a whole day out, write out an itinerary, but sometimes the best adventures are just going out, period, and walking down the streets. There's so many different things on the streets of Bangkok to discover, different.
Right? Nickety says, yeah, don't show that dog broken paw and say you're not going to help the poor thing. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna show it, Foodie, I know she might not have as much money as she did 2 years ago, but she has some money, right? She could help if she wants to take the dog to a vet. That would be a very good uplifting story if she was like, "Hey, we found this dog, broken, leg. We helped the owner out. If the dog has an owner, maybe not. I'm not really sure. She didn't really specify. and that would be a good story. But nope, just leave the dog alone and put it in the video. I mean, that's just wrong.
out period and walking down the streets. There's so many different things on the streets of Bangkok to discover. Different plants, different vendors, different parks, so much. There's so much cultural diversity. It's so fun to discover. Eventually on our walk, we came upon the Santichai Prakarn Park. This beautiful green urban park of 3 meters in size is such a nice area for some exercise and discovery. It is also located right near Khao San Road. In the middle of the park lies the towering Phra Subin Fort. This structure is one of the few remaining parts of the fortifications which were built when Bangkok first became the capital city of Thailand. Bangkok became the capital city of Thailand in 1782.
Wax Pebbles. Right, you saw that, Mary? Oh yes, new terms of service and whatnot.
I love nature. I'm happy to see lots of plants and trees in this beautiful park. Just look at this impressive tree. It looks so old. I wonder how long it's been here for.
This tree was like propped up with these stands. It was
I'm sorry, it's just this dude looks so like, why does he like make you laugh without wanting to make you laugh? It's like, why would you say it like that? Let's listen to this again. I'm sorry. Yes, the tree is propped up. One of the limbs is rather heavy, yes.
I love nature. I'm happy to see lots of plants and trees in this beautiful park. Just look at this impressive tree. It looks so old. I wonder how long it's been here for.
This tree was like propped up with these stands. It was cool. And if you're hoping to climb it, think again because there was a do not climb sign. Salah loves cooling me off with the fan. He's so sweet.
Oh yeah? I also like my computer. I cool it off as well. If it gets too hot.
So this is the Rama 8 bridge. It's a cable-stayed bridge crossing the PHRAYA River in Bangkok, Thailand. We saw these large mats of plant matter floating down the river. It is most likely water hyacinth, which is a type of invasive weed that causes environmental damage as it grows at an exponential rate. It disrupts the habitat of aquatic wildlife and blocks canal routes by causing dams to form. So we saw some boats pass by while we were hanging out by the riverside and decided after we were done hanging out by the river to see if we could find a dock and take a boat ride ourselves.
Ooh la la. Wendy, are we gonna see your new setup? Yes, you will see the new setup. Hey, it ain't that what's up when I finish setting up. I have like this I don't know, this how would you call it, like string put together kind of setup right now where there's a reason my camera is off because once I finish my setup is how I'll finish my setup. But as we speak at the moment, I've hodgepodged things together to be able to come back on time. Is this river safe? Depends on what you mean by safe, Pebbles. Like safe to swim in or safe to boat on? Safe in what way? We have to look after our moneymakers. Exactly, Leonie. He has to cool his moneymaker down. Like the man does not want to do anything else than I don't know, maybe call a poon every once in a while. Hang out in Thailand every once in a while. Server says, tell me you're not reading off Wikipedia without telling me. So true.
On our way, we came across this beautiful structure. The architecture was quite amazing. We, if you haven't noticed, I'm sure you have, love to take selfies together in front of everything.
Sure. I kind of do like the bonsai tree there. It was pretty cool. I like the mini shrubs. How are the kitties? The kitties are great. They were my number one priority in terms of moving and making sure they're fed, they're
And finally, we
safe.
made it to the dock. We are excited to try the boat ride here. We had to purchase tickets, by the way, but they were so cheap. It was only 32 bahts for the both of us. It means 16 bahts for each one of us to ride, which is incredible.
Yeah, I guess this an attraction with tons of people. I don't know. Ooh, look at that yacht. That's nice. But yes, those water hyacinths are pretty much
After
all
waiting
over the
about
place.
20 minutes for our boat to arrive, we had to go down to this floating dock. And when I say floating, it was moving around a lot. First came this little boat, and I'm like, oh no, I hope that's not our boat. It's too small and hard to get into. But no, finally, a larger
Thanks, celebrity juicer.
boat packed with people came ramming into the side of the dock, and it kind of shook the whole dock, and we had to hang on for dear life. It was quite an experience, and it kind of made me a little dizzy, but whatever.
Wow. She should be used to 40 dots though. She's been on wanting to wait.
Okay, يلا.
Right. If you don't know about the CHAO canal and whatnot, this was actually used to help drain rainwater away from the city. So pretty much that's why it's super polluted. They call it the plastic river. And it's over its 31-kilometer length. I can tell you a lot about it, but pretty much it's uh it's born from mountain streams in northern Thailand. But there's a lot more about it. Also, I could guess talk about the plastics in the river because some plastics are actually made of protein, and I can get into that as well because there's been lots of things done with plastics. In terms of baby food, I know some of you might know about that. The whole protein plastics in baby food scandal that didn't happen in Thailand, but it happened in another country. We could talk about that. But yes, Beckaboo is right.
Okay, good.
He does love those shorts.
You are probably wondering why the water is brown.
Stop yelling at me.
Well, the Chao Phraya River is the main river in Thailand and also one of the most polluted. But that apparently has little effect on the color of the water. It's actually more due to the effect of large influxes of rainwater and sediment.
Right, Patarang?
I'm not gonna lie, after all that walking, we were hoping to sit down and enjoy the boat ride, but it was too packed. But it was okay. Leaning over the edge looking at the water was just as enjoyable.
And by the way, the boat is considered as a very common method of public transportation here in Bangkok, so it's not used for tourism only.
Files. I was about to say that, like, for that price, that's not a tourist price. The 32 baht that they're paying for two people. That seems like it's more like regular transportation price. Do you think she sat down or didn't sit down? Man, those legs must be hurting. So, is Salah? Did he leave Thailand? Is he back in Kuwait? I was hearing that, like I said earlier. They're on vacation. They're showing us transport and polluted water. Yeah, and bridges. I guess Salah is a bridge guy. He likes the traffic watch. I kind of wonder how poor her blood circulation is in her legs. Sure, it's pretty poor. I wouldn't say it's the best. Like, she has this very sedentary lifestyle. She likes to eat really bad food.
All right, we've arrived
She
at
doesn't like
the
to walk.
Payep Pier, and it's our turn to get off. I look nervous because I know our boat is about to slam into the dock, which is how they just do it around here, I guess.
Now she's stuck without her mans.
Alright, guys, we're gonna end the video here. It was a very nice experience taking the boat from dock to dock as a transportation. And for sure, we're gonna have a seasick, but it's okay. We had fun. Right, babe?
Really?
Yeah, I feel a bit dizzy, but we had to stand the whole time. It was very packed, but it was still a good experience
Yeah.
overall.
I can feel you. Alright, guys, thank you for coming with us and see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
All right. Oranges, I think you're right. I think they couldn't afford the tourist boat because look at what's happening. You literally got her using public transportation as a means to make a video when originally, and okay, it's been a year. Can you get, hey, Mary? Mary says, welcome back, Monty. We missed you. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, I was gonna say this. It's been literally a year since we first heard of Salah. Like it was October the 2nd when her and her aunt went to the mall. Then all of a sudden she was with this guy called Salah, and we were like wondering who is this guy, and then we kind of figured it out, and then there was a lot of stuff happening. Excuse me. But I can't believe it's been a year. Not a lot of people would have thought you'd made it a year because a lot of people would have thought, hey, after a year, we're gonna see her back in Canada. But it's literally been a year today since the whole mall incident where she went with her aunt and her aunt was talking about 12-year-old Jamaican boy men that try and hit her up, as well as they went to the back of the mall to what was it again, the sauce thing, what kind of sauce was it, I can't remember, but they went to get that, I think it was some sort of maybe chili sauce or something like that. Yeah, the Kuwaiti arc has lasted for a year. Yes, it's been literally a year today. Everyone's good. Hopefully you're good, people. Hopefully you're good. Positive vibes to everybody. All right, we're gonna get into the double cheeseburger crunchy onion rings and dip and chicken tenders mukbang. Her world, what's up? Yes, thank you. Leonie remembers it was the nut salsa. Yes, the nut salsa incident when they went to the fear. What do you call it? Like more like a market, right? They went to the mall. Auntie Rasta was talking about her 11 and 12-year-old Jamaican boy man and how they hit on her, and then they went to the back and they noticed somebody who was familiar with them. I forgot who that person was, nor does it actually really matter. But yeah, they went and they got the nut salsa incident. Can't believe it's been literally a year. Yes, it was that nut salsa incident. Wow, it's been a year. Okay, let's move on. If you've seen this, hey, I apologize. I'm catching up right now, so bear with me. If you still want to hang out, you still want to hang out. Let's go.
Hello, foodie beauties.
Hi, did you know you can request a
Okay,
personalized
still
video from
moving.
me? And
Yes.
I'm in Thailand, so get your Thailand edition cameo now. Can't wait to see you. Thanks, guys.
Hi guys, hello. Welcome back to another video. So today I am eating some halal fast food here in Bangkok, Thailand.
Yeah, one of the things was the mention owners gave her the nut salsa, but we found out that was a lie. Because there were so many things going on back then. Thank you, PHRAYA. I really appreciate you. Yeah, the whole mention incident was going on back then. I'm not even sure to this day whether or not there really was an actual mention, if Salah had something to do with it, if Nader had something to do with it. Because then also people were saying that Nader actually knows Salah. And this does actually happen where people make a group and then they will try and see if they can make you a target of other things. And that happened to me, but not in that kind of way. I did get into a group where people were messaging me about certain things. Hey, but that's a completely other story another time that we'll talk about. Yeah, the mention that never was. Exactly. And then all of a sudden she ended up in Kuwait.
I am having a double barbecue cheeseburger, and I'm having some onion rings and some chicken strips. So, bismillah. And I have some chili sauce for the chicken strips. And this here is like my new favorite drink from 7-Eleven. It's all you need, it's called. Vitamins and fiber, 10,000 milligrams of fiber, no cane sugar added, just fruits and vegetables. Has
Sure.
vitamins A, E, B, C. Yeah, and it has tomato and all kinds of fruit. I like that it has tomato in there because I love tomato juice. So let me just.
I mean, the burger doesn't look that bad to me. Onion rings, I'm not a fan, but okay, sure. It seems fine. Double cheeseburger, crunchy onion rings. She's trying to eat dainty now when we know she's got more food hidden. Exactly.
Pour this into a glass of
You're
ice.
mad about the street pup? Of course, I am as well. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like, don't show that stuff unless you're gonna help because it doesn't help me to see that stuff because then I feel for that animal. Just like how I saw on Twitter somebody had a cat and they had hurt themselves. I'm like, is your cat okay? Because I'm that type of person. Like, if I see your cat and you're telling me your cat's limping, but don't worry, she's gonna heal up. I'm like, I can send you some money to get your cat checked out because I'm not gonna just sit here and you show me that your cat has been cut and it seems like it's not like not that great for one. I'm gonna help because I am an animal person. I grew up with dogs. I have cats. I have a dog that lives with me, not my dog, but somebody else's dog. It just doesn't sit well for me. You found their blog was boring. A lot of things are boring. They're really cheaping in things if they're taking the boat ride, the cruise, they're walking around and they're eating food because they're pretty much just doing essentials right now. They have to eat, so they're filming it. And they did a boat ride for 32 baht.
Give you guys a
Yeah.
beauty bite. I want to try these
Prayers
onion
to
rings with this
BBJ.
sauce. This is like a Thousand Islands sauce. So, all right. So, all right. Let's dip. Beauty bite. Mmm. They're good. Mm. It's actually a really good juice. You taste like hints of tomato with like berry. It's a hard. It sounds gross, but it's actually really good. All right. So we're going to put some chili on these little nuggets.
Have you seen the Sam
They're not
pics?
nuggets. They're like chicken strips, I guess.
Yes, I did see the Sam pics when she was doing that. Does she still even have them? Like, there's so much I gotta catch up with the whole smoking thing that she was doing. Um, the whole Julia is wishing all of you a wonderful day. Hopefully, Julia is okay. But yeah, a lot of people are saying actually it is old pictures. Okay, you know what? Let's put that on the screen because this is kind of gross. Yeah, this is really kind of gross. Okay, let me put this on the screen because I find this very offensive. Yeah, this is super offensive. Okay, let me put this on the screen. Yeah. Vouchin says, have you seen the Sam pics in the community post conspiracy? It's old pics. It is old pics from the villa. I instantly I can prove it right now. What the hell is this? That's her green, her teal green and black gaming chair. That's her teal green and black gaming chair. Of course this is old pics. Like, is she actually, I didn't read this. Is she trying to say this is from the new place? He looked happy and healthy with me too, so please shut it. People who have seen my cats in videos for years acting brand new, like I didn't realize you're all desperate and peeved that I moved on. Okay, she said they were old pics. Okay, if she said they were old pics, because it's kind of obvious with her gaming chair and her bed and the llama that these are old pictures of Sam. Like, what happened to the updated pics of Sam? But anyways, as long as she's saying that she put up old pics, then cool. Because if you're saying that those are new pics, then you would be lying. All right, let's get back to this burger thing. I just had to point that out because instantly it was obvious to me that was an old picture. So yeah.
Bye. Mm. They're lightly seasoned.
She says it's current.
Very good.
One is old, one is new. Yeah, I think the one before was
So there's a lot of crazy
new.
things going on in the world today. And one of those things I happened across is super crazy. A YouTuber was shot, yes, shot, by a food delivery employee in Dulles, Virginia recently.
Uh, Actually, it wasn't recent. She's even screwing up the story. The guy was a YouTuber that did pranks. He walked up to somebody and he fafoed. If you don't know what fafo is, that means F around, and you find out. Well, that guy tried to do a prank on somebody, and there's times and people who you do not prank because people we all go through hardships in life. So the guy had a weapon on him to protect himself. He wasn't aware of the prank. He shot the YouTuber that was trying to prank him. It went to court, and he was found not guilty because of the circumstances of the situation. It's not a new story. It's actually how long ago? Like a couple months ago, the prank happened, and the jury just returned a verdict. So why is she saying it's new?
So, a young lad by the name of Alan Colley was picking up some food for his delivery. So, normal every day for him, going to work, thinking his day will be uneventful, not thinking he would be harassed by a couple of troublemaking YouTubers who are trying to get views and clout off of his harassment.
Facts are world. A lot of people take it too
So,
far. Kind of like that guy. What was his name? Something. The guy in Japan that might get up to 3 years. Johnny Somali, right? Yes. That guy is a dick. Like the types of shit that he was doing in Japan and saying really offensive things to people who are known throughout the world to be very nice. Like that guy is disgusting. Good thing the Japanese authorities got him for like the gross shit he was doing. Like, and he just wouldn't stop. Yeah, pranking used to be the number one thing on YouTube a couple years ago, but then people kept on upping the ante. And when you keep doing that, what's gonna happen is that people are gonna get upset, and then incidents gonna occur. Yes, the guy at the same
what happened
yes
was
construction site.
these two YouTubers, I think the name of the YouTube channel is like Common Goons or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, not important. And this YouTuber's name is Tanner Cook, and he actually was filming a video in this food center in Dulles, Virginia. If I'm saying that right, I don't know. Dulles. And do you guys love onion rings with whatever? What's your favorite? I still say zesty sauce from Burger King takes the win.
All right, so what was Johnny Somali doing? He was saying very offensive things to Japanese people. He kept on bringing up the atom bombs being dropped on different cities, being very disrespectful. It was actually very gross for a country and people who are extremely accommodating to foreigners. For the most part, like if like there's a lot of people tell you, yeah, the Japanese people are very nice because they're very they how their society is structured is very what was it? I think the term would be low very I think it's high context versus low context. Yes, they're very high context cultures, which means it's not what you say, it's what you mean. So you can say things that might not sound right, but the way how you convey it and how they know what you mean is everything. So that is a what's called a very high context society. In contrast, in UK, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Netherlands, and Sweden, they're considered low context cultures. So it's not what you mean, is what you say. So I can mean or have the best intent, but if I say something that could be construed another way, it doesn't matter how or what I meant, it's what I said. So hopefully that's a good explanation. But yeah, in Japan, it's you can say certain things that might sound a little bit off, but as long as they understand, hey, doesn't really mean it like that. He meant it in or she meant it in the best, most greatest way possible. They're okay with that because they're very high context, which means you know um to convey meaning. They don't rely on spoken word or written word to communicate meaning. It's more like on your feelings. Those British kids walking into people's homes. Yes, who was that guy again? He was had the name like starting with M.
So he's in this food center, and his like video was like to harass people, I guess, and in real life, get a reaction and get views. He has like 56,000 or something subscribers on his channel. So he's in Mr. Colley's face,
Mizzy was the
all
guy
up in
in
his face,
Britain.
playing this like playing lewd. You know how you have that like voice translator and you can make it say things. Um, like this voice robot thing on his phone, saying really lewd and disgusting things to the food delivery guy, and the food delivery guy's like, stop, leave me alone, and he's like backing away. You can tell he's uncomfortable. He's not laughing. He's looks kind of like distressed a bit, like he's like, like his defenses are up. Well, his defenses go full force when he pulls out a gun and shoots the YouTuber in the abdomen. So we have a YouTuber shot, and so many opinions are going around back and forth. Surprisingly, there's so many people who were like, yay, like he got what he deserved. It was self defense. The guy snapped.
Yeah, the horror world. The guy is called Mizzy, Mizzy, is the guy that was walking into the homes of people, and I believe he was on. Wasn't he on like who was that show? Was it Piers Morgan that he was on? Or somebody else's show. Mizzy was on like what, like 2 months ago, after his whole walking into people's homes got viral. Yes, it was Piers Morgan, and the it was back in May though, so I guess it was more like 4 months ago, 4+ months ago.
And on the other hand, some people say, under no circumstances should you shoot someone. At least not for what transpired. Like people think his reaction was inappropriate
Hey, Brooklyn.
to the circumstances. So they went to court. Tanner Cook is alive and well, but he's very cocky. I saw a clip where he was like, I'm still going to make videos. I'm going to still make videos.
And I did go to his channel. He still does make videos.
Hasn't learned anything from this.
Thank you, Charlie's mom. Appreciate you.
And actually, Alan Coley was acquitted of charges. of, I think it was like aggravated injury or something like that. Oh my gosh, let's try this burger. Enough yapping. So it has a lot of pickles. That's what I like about it. Look at the pickles. And two huge beef patties. I don't know why I'm craving a lot of beef. I haven't had it in a while, so I got a double cheeseburger this time. Normally I get like a single. Anyway, here we go, beauty bite.
So true, suburban hillbilly. So true. She's so annoyed she can't binge on camera anymore. I wonder what goes through her head because I do know she still has an SUV and a condo to pay for. Plus, she has to pay for a place in Thailand and all this food, and for her man as well. Like, that is a lot of pressure and effort on somebody who doesn't really want to like up the ante on her videos. So we shall see what happens. The only constant in this whole foodie beauty saga and story is change. So we shall see what will happen soon enough. A lot of us didn't think we'd make it a year with Salah and Chantal, but yeah, it's been a year. So what are we gonna expect in or on October 2nd, 2024? Well, you tell me. I have no idea. Zero idea, but something's gonna
Mmm,
happen. Hey, Eggy Toast, what's up? Go find Monty.
very large.
And there goes the ketchup. Nice seeing you again, Eggy.
Mmm.
Her hotel is only 18 a night with long stay deals.
So my
Yeah.
opinion is, even if the guy felt threatened, I don't think that it escalated. I don't think that the situation escalated enough to warrant being shot in the abdomen and like attempted murder.
Oh, Brooklyn to Brickton says we were right there, right next to the 7-Eleven and New Place Hotel Bangkok. Okay, that's what I thought, judging by how he was walking and where he was. Awesome. $18 a night. I mean, that's not bad. It,
I think the guy is being charged with discharging a weapon in public, and his lawyers are trying to get that overturned, claiming that it was self-defense. But I mean, yeah, these YouTubers that play pranks on people and use people in public for their pranks and everything. I think that's, I don't like that. Um, I mean, you're at risk of pushing someone to the edge. Not everyone is comfortable with being on camera. Not everyone is going to have a reaction that you expect. Or, I mean, I think they were expecting to peeve the guy off and get a reaction, but you got more than you bargained for, kind of thing.
Suburban Hillbilly says, didn't she say if anyone showed up at her stepdad's house, they would be shot with either a rifle or crossbow? She did say that. She also wanted to call the cops on S-Jam after S-Jam said he was traveling to Ottawa for whatever reason he was. Booty call. But hey, we won't talk about that. But I remember that back in, when was that? 2022, summertime. And things shit hit the fan, and then he said he just was gonna drive by and wave to her. But she freaked out at that. But yet here we are right now at this moment. She is saying that somebody following you around saying mean, offensive things doesn't warrant that person being shot. Well, she could be right. I won't argue whether or not it was wrong or it was right, because I was not in that situation at that specific time. So in all honesty, I wouldn't know what I would do. But it is kind of annoying if you are walking away and somebody's following you around and doing that sort of stuff. And once again, I leave it up to you guys whether or not you think that warranted whatever the defendant did to that prankster. Because hey, every situation is unique, and we gotta have the context to that. So we'll see. I heard she filed false police reports, and I was hearing that too. That there have been reports filed on FFG. So I guess, did FFG get a call? I'm not sure. Can somebody confirm this?
But I don't think the guy like deserved to be shot over that. So the fact that he was acquitted of all charges, like relating to the shooting, like actually shooting somebody. I mean, the guy didn't even. I mean, the YouTuber didn't even push him or anything violent. It was just like in his face. It was in his face and kind of threatening. But I don't know. Maybe the guy freaked out. Maybe he has mental illness issues. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. To me, the guy kind of resembled the guy from what's his name? From Terminator and Pet Cemetery 2.
Well, she did say the guy was in his face and doing whatever. Well, isn't that considered assault? Because a lot of people feel that assault is when you inflict like the physical harm. But by definition, as I'm aware, I guess it could be. But there's places where it's assault and battery for a reason where assault isn't the physical aspect, but battery is the physical aspect. So if you look at it that way, what that guy did, the YouTuber did to that guy, was assault. There might not be the battery aspect, as in the physical harm, but it was indeed assault on the guy. So once again, did he react in the way that you would? You tell me. All of her pop culture references are from the 90s and the 80s, and some from the 70s. And we won't talk about Katima Vic unless she does, but I'm sure Katima Vic will come up again very, very, very soon.
Was the guy taking his YouTube video too far? Yeah. You don't get in people's face and start like playing obscenities to harass people. It's not funny. It's not cool. And it might have actually like scared him.
Fallen Midnight Jaguar 333 says, I think in another year or less the honeymoon will be over. Yeah, I think the things are kind of falling apart, because if she's still in Thailand, she's there for a reason. There's visa problems. Something's going on. She's not there because she wants to be there. She wants to be in Kuwait. Especially since she's still paying for that place in Kuwait that she's been away from for an entire month plus, like a month and 1 week now. You want to play for an expensive place you're not living in for a month, for like 5 weeks? No. You want to be in Thailand? Well, I guess I could stay in Thailand. Hey, I want to go to Thailand.
In the end, I don't think people have the right to just go around and shoot people because someone gets in your face. You know. Actually, that's a very huge burger, a lot of meat. So I'm unable to finish it. My favorite was the onion rings. They were crunchy and seasoned and delicious with the sauce.
Hey, that was a lot of meat. You know who would be able to handle all that meat? Salah. What? Why does she do this to me? Yelimi says, "Do you notice she always has to compare someone famous when she is describing them?" Yeah, yeah, she does compare people to other people. It's just her way of how she observes the world, which makes, well, I know she her processing, her mental processing is a lot different than, like a regular person. Let's just put it that way. But yes, all that meat. Salah would not be afraid of all that meat.
Anyways, guys, I guess that's it. I just wanted to share that little bit of news I saw. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Maybe some of you haven't. Feel free to share your, respectful thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
What an insightful video, people. Extremely insightful. What did we learn from that? Not that much, but hey, we're still here and we're going strong. Let's get into another one. We're doing a catch up and we're talking about it. So Chester's Mukbang Bangkok and story time. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to take a look at this one. Wow, I have quite a bit of them to go through. But hey, people, if you're here with me, you're here with me. I appreciate it. Let's check out Chester's right now. Let's go. Let me reshare my screen.
Hello, foodie beauties. Hi, did you know you can request a personalized video from me? And I'm in Thailand, so get your Thailand edition cameo now. Can't wait to see you. Thanks, guys. Hi there. Hello.
What is up? Wasn't that kind of like a country like bass for that music? And on top of that, it was very melodic and rhythmic. I don't know. How would you describe that?
Welcome to.
Well, definitely wasn't Americana, was it? Or was it Americana? I actually gotta listen to more Americana to figure that out. Because Americana is a very recent and new style of music.
To another dinner with me. I'm in a weird mood. Don't ask. You should know me by now. Okay, so today we are having a meal from a pretty popular food chain here in Thailand. I don't know about Thailand, but Bangkok at
Chester's.
least. Um, called Chester's.
Thanks, Yelimi. Appreciate
We
it.
did
Thank
have
everybody.
Chester's once before when we were at a mall.
Oh,
I think I took some clips. I'm so behind on like editing things.
Leonie says Chester's is where she just ate the square fish in the vlog. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
So we have some waffle fries, cheese sauce, Pepsi, rice, fish, fried sea bass with some kind of herbs and seasoning on it. And these little salads that they give you, they always have these on the side. With some kind of salad cream. There's salad dressings, they call them salad cream. Okay. So, bismillah. All right, let's dig in. So I have Pepsi with lots of ice, so points for that. Let's try these waffle fries with cheese sauce.
Thank you, Bouchin. Appreciate it.
Hmm.
Another single serving. I mean, waffle fries aren't bad. I mean, Chick-fil-A has really nice waffle fries. I think I've only eaten Chick-fil-A maybe once or twice. I can't remember. But when it first came to Toronto, I was not going to wait in those lines. There was no way. There was always a line all the time. In fact, when I did go, there were not just one line. There was line C that led to line B that led to line A. So my wait time was actually rather significant. Still is though. Still probably is a line for Chick-fil-A. Not much locations in the greater Toronto area. Hey Heather, what's up?
The fries are seasoned.
The cheese sauce is like very cheddary. I like it. Look, when it comes to describing food, cheddary is as good as it's gonna get. Okay. Yeah. So these vegetables are just some shredded carrots and some really sad looking iceberg lettuce. Doesn't iceberg lettuce always look sad?
Does it?
It looks like the less fortunate of the lettuce kinds. Like, you know, you have all these other like beautiful leafy greens, and then you have the sad head of colorless, you know, it's just crisp water and fiber. But it's good. All right. This fish.
Sarah says hot take, but don't waste your time. Chick-fil-A sucks.
Let's see here.
I didn't mind it.
With the rice.
But we do have lots of good mom and pop places in Toronto. You're right. Random Fish, welcome.
Ooh, it's a bit spicy, so it's chili, the sauce. I can taste honey, ginger, and there's red onions. That's yummy. So this whole meal cost... I'll start putting the price of my meals because I know a lot of you were wondering that.
160 baht. That's a lot. Wouldn't then Chester be described as a tourist food for 260 baht? That's a lot of money. Like a hell of a lot of money. Yeah, that is a lot. Let's see that again.
So this whole meal cost... I'll start putting the price of my meals because I know a lot.
Yeah, for $7 for that kind of meal in Thailand, 7 USD, that's actually pretty expensive.
A lot of you were wondering that. This plate is the plate they put the coffee mugs on every day when they make up the room.
What's the famous chicken place? FG was annoyed because it's her neighborhood and Foodie Beauty went there. I would say Orange Julep. Is that it? Because Orange Julep does serve chicken there. I know that for a fact because I was there. And yeah, Orange Julep is around NDG/the Triangle. From what I do remember, yeah, it's short of the Triangle. And yeah, the triangle Côte des Neiges area is where Orange Julep is at. Okay, there's Orange Julep, there's Saint Hubert, there is La Belle Provence, there is also, what's that other place that serves chicken very similar to Saint Hubert, or you could say Saint Hubert if you want to say it in English, but I usually just say Saint Hubert. This sounds pretty cool. What is it? What is that other chicken place? Then there's a Cora, aka Shea Cora. I like Shea Cora. It's pretty good if you want some breakfast food. But yeah, lots of places in Montreal that you would never get in Ontario. So, you know, I do appreciate. Yeah, Benny and Co. is another place. Who I've changed. The only constant in life, Eggy, is change.
So, I love this table. It's the best thing. It's like it was so affordable, and it helps my, you know, mukbang videos tremendously. More organized than just putting it on a box, you know. Anyway.
Yikes, Fauci.
Anyway, I asked if you guys wanted to hear the story.
That's like, I don't know, you couldn't talk him into going to Orange Julep? Are you kidding me? Orange Julep is like one of the best places. Like that's the place like people hang around at is the Julep in Montreal. That place will never run out of business.
about our meeting. And I believe it was a miracle from God coming into to send me someone to marry who is
Oh yeah, send you somebody to marry so you're dependent on another person to make you
going to take
happy
care of me,
and take care of you. Okay, cool.
and vice versa. We take care of each other.
Well, that's a very shaky foundation to live your life on, because as soon as that person leaves, and they can
Because in
leave.
Islam, marriage is very sacred. We believe in marriage and, not just frivolous dating. And I say that because before I met Salah, it's important to know a bit of a background. I'm not quite proud of. My views and morals have changed. Actually, it's not that they've changed. It's just that they've come to fruition because, like, I never felt good with the way I was living with, letting men disrespect me and not respecting myself, not having higher value for myself and what I want in a partner.
Was I helping Aylar move? Nope.
And I learned all that
So Maria,
when I met Salah, when I converted to, when I reverted to Islam. So,
Egito says, Monty, 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 why must you torture me with your incandescent charm? Well, I guess I am very incandescent, but don't you mean incessant? I like that. Incandescent, charming Monty.
that being said, right before I met Salah, I was pretty lonely.
When is their wedding anniversary? Oh, yeah. I gotta look that up.
I had just like gotten out of a relationship with a narcissistic abuser. And so I was feeling pretty low and looking to like just fill that void, and was just like dating around and like being really, you gotta see the gestures, not really caring about myself, like just, yeah, struggling with a lot of things.
Yeah, Pebbles, you could totally tell she was lonely, and she tried to fill that void with a guy, and when that guy was Nads because he was good in the sack. Yeah, that was completely obvious. I'm like, but some people can really tell when you're desperate, and to be honest, Foodie Beauty was desperate. That's why she had Nads, because if she waited, like she was making good money. I mean, like I don't find Foodie Beauty to be ugly. She has a nice face. Now, some of you are gonna be like, "Oh my God, Monty, you just said that," but I'm just saying, all she needed to do was just work on herself. Lose your weight. For you. For your health, get better. You'll lose a lot of health problems when you lose those pounds, and just get a guy that will be there for her. But she doesn't care. She wanted a guy to make her happy, and when you put that as your foundation, it's gonna crumble in time. Thank you, Kimber. Appreciate it. Personality makes her ugly, yeah.
And at one point I became really sick of the dating scene and men altogether, and just
Yeah, exactly. Yelling me, Foodie Beauty, you're still exactly the same, just different outfit, location, and slightly different circumstances. You still have a guy that's using you. You are still paying for this guy's stuff. He acts like your ex Pete's in terms of, his personality, and it's still gonna crumble. It's just that she had one guy that was into substances and, would assault her. But this guy, he doesn't do any type of like physicality, like, or I hope, but it's still a different type of circumstances that is pretty much the same, where they're using her because she has the funds.
And at one point, I became really sick of the dating scene and men altogether, and just the idea of having a partner, anyone in my life. And I was using Tinder to meet people at the time. And I was on there all day. Like, it was like an addiction. meaningless encounters, not respecting myself whatsoever. That's how I felt inside. Maybe I didn't always portray that on camera, but I felt that way a lot of time.
Therapy would help. Yes. Pebbles like nice face. I don't know if Foodie Beauty took care of herself, and like she has the filters on, of course, but I don't think she has like a bad face. Come on.
Anyway, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to check my inbox anymore. I had seen in my inbox a message from Salah, and I just kind of like ignored all messages. I was like, I remember looking at him and thinking, wow, like he's handsome, like just what I'm looking for. Like, I was attracted to like, for a while, I've been attracted to like Arab men, and um, he was like exactly what I pictured, like dark hair, uh, just handsome. Like he's just very handsome, tall, dark, and handsome. But I didn't know how tall he was at first. Okay, so then, and he would leave me a sweet message, and I would just kind of like I ignored everybody until I left. I said, you know what, I'm fed up. I'm not answering my inbox. I'll leave my WhatsApp number. So I said, like, I basically prayed to God because at the time
Reminiscing.
I was raised Christian Catholic, so I went through phases where I was agnostic, even atheist.
Was I on a B-Day trip with Timber Vouching? How did you find that out? How did you know? Monty, would you even consider her as a second half? Think wisely. Would I consider Foodie Beauty as a second half? Let me think about that for a second, Pebbles.
And Christian.
And he turned out to be the handsomest man. Handsomest
I
man.
love
Handsomest
the sauce.
man. Oh my
Um,
god, he's the handsomest man. More
so I
like
was
three
praying to God,
quarters.
you know.
Foodie Beauty would be my better, or should I say worse, three quarters. Get it? Like my better half. Like she's my better half, but she's more like my better three quarters. She's more like my better 9/10. She's like more like my better 99%. Celebrity Juicer's like, happy birthday, Timber. Oops, wrong channel. Thank you, Celebrity Juicer. Appreciate it.
I wasn't Muslim yet, but I started believing in God in Cuba when I went to Cuba, because God made signs aware to me that He existed, and He was there to help me, and He got me through the heck I went through there. You know,
God got you through Cuba where you were raging, you were saying super offensive things, you were saying Nad should be hanged out. There's a lot of people who will, say, hey, wait a second here. But yeah, she was the most vile things were coming out of her mouth on a filled rant for hours. But yet she keeps saying, rewriting history, that she found God in Cuba. When? Was it in between having the staff fight over you by tiering their tips, where you tip one guy $20 but another guy $5 or $10, when you'll give $20 to one guy for something that's insignificant, but another guy gets no tip, or maybe $5 if he's lucky, when you're talking to guys or looking guys up and down, oogling guys, having a guy come over allegedly, supposedly, to your place, which they're actually not allowed to do because the hotel, doesn't want that type of stuff to happen, because then it gets complicated like it always does. Yeah, one got a laptop. Is that where she found God? Okay.
I know when people talk about God and you're a non-believer, it sounds like brainwashed psychobabble. I used to think that way about people. It's hard to cut. I don't have a knife. Sorry. Um,
She
when
was
I
like
was going through
Oprah.
my like
True.
agnostic or atheist phase, so I get it. But there's like little corn in here too. Anyway, I prayed the night before Salah messaged me. I prayed and was like, listen, please God,
Facts fall in midnight.
send me a man who will take care of me and who is good for me. So, like a bit, I was like, you know, admittedly, and this is not very healthy, but I wanted to get my mind taken off of the, you know, horrible ones I was with before that.
Horrible ones. Does that include Pete's? Well, definitely not BB, right? Well, would Pete's be horrible? I guess Pete's is kind of. I don't know. Would he be considered? Would Pete's even be considered horrible in like a passive aggressive way? Like I don't know, because Pete's was kind of horrible with like not paying for anything, but at least it wasn't like I don't know. Could I even say it's overtly horrible? In many ways, it is because using or depending on somebody else completely for money when you're able-bodied is very wrong and is very horrible depending on the circumstances and whatnot. But I guess she's really talking about Nads.
So
He did depend on her a lot. Yeah, he did.
I said my prayers and I said, I'm going to do a test here. I'm going to put my direct WhatsApp number in my profile on the
Mm-hmm.
dating app.
Yep.
And I'm going to go to sleep. And in the morning, the first person to message me is my soulmate. I do weird little tests like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I woke up, probably not morning. I woke up, rolled over.
Pete's is
Checked my
horrible.
phone.
True.
And I had a
What's going on with Nad's trial and his DD? Mom, okay, yeah. I am so lost with that. Can anybody answer?
WhatsApp message and it was from Salah. I have all the messages. Well, he has all the messages. I have like new number. I have a Kuwait phone number now, so
Really? She really cut ties like that, huh? How many times a day does she call Salah? Probably all the time.
actually right now I have a Thailand number because you need to get one when you come here. Anyway, I answered him. One of the first, the first communication was I was like, "Where are you from?" And he was like, "I'm Syrian living in Kuwait."
Vouchin says poor Dee Dee's mom waking her up at 3 a.m. because they were fighting. Really? So she got woken up at 3 a.m. I heard he did a stream titled something something I'm drunk. And then he did a stream titled like another, I don't know, unfavorable I slept too much. Yes. Yes, 2 days ago, Nader El Shami, I guess I'm drunk. And then 13 hours ago, I slept too much. Well,
I was like, Kuwait, wow.
facts,
I
Serato.
would love to visit there someday. And his confidence, like, was such an attractive thing for me. Because he was like, don't worry, you will, with a winky face and like, so I was like, oh, you know? He was like, do you know any Arabic? Maybe you heard of the term Habibi. It was so cute. And then after a while of talking,
Why are we reminiscing? I guess it's
marriage came up.
because I guess we're reminiscing because it's their 1 year today. I don't know. Maybe she has some other. I don't know. Maybe she thinks their 1 year was earlier. Okay, is this the real Didi Lulu? Let me check. Good thing I have this plugin to check people's channels. Didi Lulu! It is the real Didi Lulu. Didi Lulu, what's up? Bay? How come you didn't hit old Monty up on Valentine's Day when I was supposed to come by and take you out to dinner? Like, what's up? You totally just stood me up, Didi. February 14th. I can't believe you. What's up? Didi Lulu says, ask the source. My mom is doing great, and no, she did not wake up because we were fighting. She heard voices, and it was Nader that was live and talking to the chat. You guys love to start drama. All right, there you go. It's the real Didi, and Didi just laid down the law, saying that we just over here talking shit. And she's like, hey, be respectful. Hey, listen, Didi, you told me it was all right, and then you stood me up. Like, what's up with that? Like, you can't be rude like that.
Because in his culture,
What?
dating is not,
Tia and
you're not
Sass?
on a dating app, you're looking for marriage. That's what everyone.
It's the real Tia and Sass. What's up? And
In Muslim, also custom, dating is forbidden. So the goal is marriage. And I still listen to this voice note sometimes. It makes me laugh. And so I sent him a voice note back and said, oh, marriage. Wow. And at that moment, I really believed it. I'm like, I'm never getting married. Never. And along the way, obviously, I fell in love with him and felt safe with him and felt like this is what a union should be. I was so adverse to marriage before, and to be the role of a wife, which is not a bad thing. And I'll be doing videos about that because I was adverse to that. And
all right, so Didi said her piece. She's out. All right, take from that what you will. That was the real Didi Lulu. We also got the real Anne. Tia and Sass is in the chat. I mean, there's a lot of things that a lot of people are saying. Eggy Toast is asking Didi. She has not responded. Why are you enabling a violent predator, Didi? Has she answered yet? She has not. She said her piece about the whole situation, about waking up at 3 a.m. I had no idea about that, and now she's gone. Kayla, what's up, Didi? Go take your mom for a walk. Okay.
weary because I never had a man in my life who fit the role of a husband and protector in the way that I, and provider in the way that I needed. So
here we go. So you never had a man as a
Um,
protector in the role that you needed?
mm,
Didn't you have your stepdad take care of you, feed you, clothe you, try and bring you up as best as possible, but yet you don't really look at him as, like a person that took care of you when your dad decided that, hey, he's just gonna go elsewhere, right? Wouldn't that be a good guy? Did her stepdad do anything wrong to her? It's like BB never existed. Yeah, BB that used to go to school and work and cook and clean. It's like he never existed for the years that BB was with her, 7+ years. And she's acting like this man never existed when he was the breadwinner, when he was the one that would work while she stayed home and did YouTube, when he was the one that also had to go to school while she stayed home and did YouTube. And he would come home and also cook and clean out the place and get infestations because she would leave pizza boxes in closets and under the bed, hiding them all over the place because she wanted to binge eat. I wouldn't take these boxes out. He had to endure that as well. But yet, it's like he doesn't exist, huh? Okay.
this is so good. So that's how we met. Like, I firmly believe that Salah is my good karma from having went through what I went through. And I know a lot of people hate me for whatever reason. That's not my problem. That's yours. But you know, thinking I'm a bad person, morally inept because I was, in an abusive, narcissistic relationship where I became addicted to harder drugs, and I just really just didn't respect myself or my life at all. I didn't care about anything. I was, very not. I was in a very dark place, and I had an incident in Cuba where I had way too much alcohol, and I just let everything that I was holding in, everything just come out. Um, and, a lot of people look at me differently because of that. But I still think that I have good karma. I had good karma banked up with, with getting Salah because, I really did. Um,
Karma banked up with getting Salah. Okay, we'll see what happens a year from now. Random Fish says, what are we doing for Halloween, Monty? As of now, nothing really, but that might change. We shall see.
do a lot for the people that I was with, and I was taken advantage of. I was used, and I was just put through the ringer, uh, hurt tremendously over and over. And I think that you have to go through a lot of bad ones, like they say, to get to a good one. Sometimes, unfortunately, and Salah comes from a culture where it's such a shame, like a huge shame if a man doesn't have his own life. I see people joke about that a lot, like, oh well, he's just with her for money, because I'm like, I don't, that's such a narrow-minded view. Just because I'm overweight, whatever, I feel
Is it
like
really narrow
that
minded?
that view is, we see that a lot on social media. um, if a bigger woman is with someone from a different culture, race, it's for a green card. We don't have green cards in Canada. We're not living in Canada or going to
Thanks,
be. And
Fallen.
he had a whole life. He was supporting
Well, technically, we do have green cards in Canada because a green card is a permanent residency card. We have the equivalent of that, which is also called a permanent residency card. So we might not call it a green card, but we do have those.
himself for a few years. He left his family home. He was supporting himself. So, he lived before me. He's living with me, and it's a shame in that culture to not be to take care of your wife and everything. And I'm not used to that. I'm not used to being with someone like that. Um, but surprisingly, it's I don't know how I lived a life like that before this, you know? So it's like really weird when I see old videos of myself. I don't even feel like I recognize that person anymore. The more and more time goes on, the less and less I recognize that person, that
Mm-hmm.
Chantal. So, but that's how life is. We grow,
Facts, Janine.
we go through different phases in life, and each experience, it's like a snowball. Each experience, you carry something with you, the rest you just leave behind. So, anyway, that's how we met. I believe it was like a miracle. And yeah, that's my story. You know, I prayed and wished for God to send me someone, and He did. He sent me Salah. And um, now we're married and living in Kuwait.
Yeah, Maria. BB was Muslim.
And yeah, um, yeah, I don't know. So that's the story. I finished my food a long time ago. That was really good though. Like Chester's is decent, I would say. Anyway, I'm kind of out of my funk, and I'm gonna keep trying to push myself through the heat. The heat is something that is a huge catalyst in my activity level because I know that I'm um, obese, and that makes mobility more difficult than lighter people. But I also
Right.
have pretty bad asthma. I went for a breathing test. I think it was a couple. Must have been a couple of years now ago. And they do this breathing test with you, and they give you these inhalers to see if the capacity improves, and it did. So that's how they determine. So I have issues with my lungs, also from having pulmonary embolisms. There's probably some scar tissue there. There is some scar tissue there actually that they found on. They always find on chest X-rays. So I have lungs that are asthma, especially when you're in humidity. Um,
Why is she having scar tissue on her lungs?
it's not a good mix. So it's been kind of rough on my asthma lately, and but I'm gonna try my best to go back out there, even maybe just not go out during peak hours, and get some more content in for you guys, especially before we leave. I don't want to waste the trip. It's not really wasted because we did do a lot of things already, but um, I'm just kind of over it. I just want to go home. Um, but we're not going to change the flights. Like, I'm just toughing it out. I'm going to enjoy the time here because, who knows when we'll come back. But
Right.
yeah, to change the flight, it's kind of a pain and you have to pay extra money, and we just don't want to do that. So we're going to tough it out, even though I'm kind of homesick for like Kuwait food and my
Right, Maria? It's like, okay, so she says she has scar tissue in her lungs, but yet we caught her smoking. Um, yeah. Yeah, you have asthma, you have scar tissue, but you're smoking. Great. Okay. You know what I think the whole smoking thing, it's for stress relief. She's very stressed right now. 5 weeks in Thailand might be fun for a lot of people. For others, especially if she didn't want to be there in the first place, it's really annoying to her. And I think it's because she wants to go back into Kuwait, but she just can't. So we shall see how long it takes. Could it be 2 months in Thailand? Could it be 3 months in Thailand? Maybe. Is that how deep their love is? Foodie Booty spending months in Thailand with her man while also paying for her man's place while her man is doing anything in Kuwait with other men. I mean, okay. The plot
pets. Oh my
thickens.
gosh. My kitchen. I'm going to be cooking so much when I get home. Yes, for sure. For sure. For sure. And yeah, so stay tuned for more videos, more live streams. Um, I know a lot of people think my live streams are boring, but my live streams have always just been me coming on live and just talking to my audience. That's why it's just kind of like Q&A, like I just talk to you guys, interact, socialize. We just hang out in bees. I'm not like a type of live streamer where I have subjects to talk about.
Well, you should be that kind of live streamer where you actually have subjects to talk about. Eggy Toast is acting up. Eggy, are you okay? Are you okay, Eggy? You okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Eggy, you're not okay.
Um, I just answer your questions that you have for me, or I interact with you guys, especially those of you who like to talk to me. It's more of a personal thing, it's more like a hangout with friends. It's not just like, I'm not a live streamer who ignores my audience and just like talks about topics. That's not my kind of content. So it's not boring, I guess, if you're there at the time and you're talking in the chat and everything. But I guess if you're watching the replay, it might be a bit boring. Yeah. But hey, it is what it is. Um, anyway, I think I've rambled enough. I could have had like 5 meals in this time of talking, but no, I'm really trying to.
I'm sure she could.
I still struggle, as you know, with my eating disorder and food addiction, all that kind of stuff. So I did see an update on policy from YouTube about like people think that like they're going to be getting rid of mukbangs, demonetizing mukbangs. I don't think that's the goal. I think it's just to demonetize binge eating, which, as I've said and I'll say a million times, I don't binge on camera.
Sure.
A
Sure you
binge
don't.
is very different than sitting here eating a meal with you guys. And hey, if they do away with mukbangs, I'll do cooking and I'll do vlogs, whatever. I'll do them anyway. But I like just sitting and enjoying my meal and talking about subjects. I like doing that. That's the main reason I like mukbangs. It's not to appease to any feeders. It's not to appease to anyone but myself and people who like my videos.
Sure.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. See you later. Bye.
Oh boy, I mean, that was a total dedication stream for the handsomest man. It was. It was her reminiscing about how they met, and I can I use that word loosely? I guess so. And it's been a year with her man. Who would have thought that was gonna happen? People, all right, we're coming to stuffed crusted 9 cheese pizza, Bangkok Pizza Hut. We're gonna do this, then I might split this into 2 parts because this has been already a long stream, but hey, we're still here. Was she doing a polygraph? I mean, that was a dedication stream to her man, her boo, her bae, her bottom. Well, I can't say the B word. Maybe bottom. I don't know what bottom boy, like with a BOI. You know what that means, right? Anyways, let's get into this. Let's go. A fourth story of how she met.
Hello, foodie beauties.
Ay ay ay.
Hi, did you know you can request a personalized video from me? And I'm in Thailand, so get your Thailand edition cameo now. Can't wait to see you. Thanks, guys.
9 cheeses. I mean, that pizza
Hello
does look
guys,
good.
hello guys. Welcome back to another video. Another mukbang, yes. I do mukbangs on this channel in case you're new.
I love the bedroomy music. You know what? You might as well just, be in a bedroom with like a 9 cheese pizza on her bed, eating it all sensually, making love, mouthy love to that pizza, maybe licking it, French kissing and everything while this
Today
music
I'm
plays.
trying something that stresses me out. That's why the long sigh, okay?
What stretches her
It's
out?
it's a 9 cheese pizza.
That's stressful.
Okay, from Pizza Hut. This is my
You know what she'd rather have? That's 9. Is that 9 cheese? No, wait a second. No, is it 9 across? Well, it's a 9 cheese pizza, but there's something else she'd actually like that's 9.
first time trying Pizza Hut here, and the only halal options are vegetables or 9 cheese pizza. Went with the 9 cheese pizza. Nothing against vegetables. I love vegetables, but 9 cheese. The max amount of cheese I've ever tried on something is 6 cheese. And that was like, wow. Anytime you see 6 cheese, you're like, so imagine seeing 9. Imagine seeing 9. Okay, I have to try at least once what a 9 cheese pizza is. It's expensive as heck. I mean,
16,
I'm sorry,
15.
but this size, this is not big enough. This is like, I'm gonna be hungry still. I know what you're thinking. Gross, whatever, whatever. Who cares? Fat shame me. I'm over it. But I want more food, like for the price, like a medium at least. All right,
Right?
Bismillah. Let's just be grateful for the food I do have here.
Mary, ain't nobody want D cheese, okay? Do you know what D cheese is? D cheese is the accumulation of waste from your body into the folds of your D. What? Nope, ain't nobody got time for no D cheese, okay?
That's more than a lot of people. So, all right. And actually, today's topic is going to be
What's the topic? Yes.
gratitude, because
Ooh.
it's very important, and it's a key aspect of how I've been dealing with one tool I've been using in my life that I've learned is gratitude. So,
Okay.
but I also have a cheese pizza story time. Not a TMI, I know, but it's still kind of personal. Just like the size of this pizza, personal.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna try one slice for a
I used to actually have those. I think it was Pizza Hut, the personal pan pizzas. Was that Pizza Hut? That had those back in the day. I used to order them all the time. They were pretty cool. I liked them. They were good.
proper review without anything on it, because after that I'm putting ketchup and all the seasonings. Yalla, let's go. Bismillah. Okay, here's a close-up of
Where's
the
the ketchup?
slice of pizza. Sorry, it's like glistening. If you can see the grease glistening, the
is.
cheesy grease. I'm like, maybe there's a garlic butter.
Sweetie, is cheese actually supposed to have grease? Like cheesy grease does not even. That's not a good thing.
On it, but no, I think it's just, what kind of sauce is that? That's not tomato sauce. I'm craving that tangy tomato sauce. No, this is gonna be fatty cheese with fatty sauce. It's like a Thousand Island sauce. It looks like. Is that
Oh.
paneer? So there's like a cheese here. You see this cheese? It's shaped like it looks like a Pizza Hut hat.
What's up, Carrie?
That's cool. Okay, let's stop complaining about the food and enjoy it. And it has cheese, stuffed crust cheese. So here you go, beauty bite. First bite for you.
She's totally war charring her pizza right now. What it looks like. Ketchup's below deck. That's what I thought. Oh, you have durian? Oh, nice. From Year of the Durian today. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, it had to have stuffed crust.
Come on, man.
It has to. If you're getting
all these cheeses and not even one cheese ball.
If you're gonna get a 9-cheese pizza, you better have cheese on the crust. That would be a crying shame.
Wow. All right. Go vote for me now to be Prime Minister of Canada.
What?
Because I'll tell you what, I promise to make 9-cheese flavor everything. You guys, I'm having Coca-Cola. Non-sponsored, I think you can guess. Do I even really have to say that? Nice hiss.
What is she sitting on? I have no idea.
Steve MRE.
Maria says you need provolone
I copied that. I don't want to get sued.
or mozzarella for a
Okay,
poem.
maybe I should say something else. I'm going to say, nice. Psst. All right. Let's try this crust. That needs some ketchup.
What is she sitting on? Janini's like her ass.
They need garlic butter on the rim or something. The cheese pizza part is, oh my gosh.
Oh, you guys are funny.
It's like creamy. The first time, I'm not gonna put ketchup on the actual pizza, but on the rim, yes. Ketchup.
Okay. Oh,
ring.
You know what that looks like? When she brought that out, you know what that looks like? You guys know what that looks like, right? The way how she brought that out.
The first time,
Look.
I'm not gonna put ketchup on the actual pizza, but on the rim, yes.
Okay,
The
she's rimming
yellow
it with
ring.
ketchup. Nice. It looks like Slim Jims. It does.
It's so good.
Who gave her a Slim Jim like ketchup packets? It's like seriously, isn't this like more like a medium pizza? But they look at her, be like, okay, you get the medium, we'll call it a personal pan, and then we're gonna give you a Slim Jim ketchup packets for your
Isn't there
nine
a
cheese
mukbang
pizza.
channel called It's So Good? No mic. I like the mic, but I just have to figure out how to use it properly. Yeah. 1,000 Islands dressing. I cannot for the life of me figure out what types of cheese are on here. All right, hi. Small cheese break here. But
Yes.
I did do a small Google search that I was too lazy to do earlier. Actually, I figured out how to have the advertisement from the Pizza Hut Thailand site translated into English with basically Google Translate. You can upload pictures. I was today years old when I found that out. Anyway, these are the cheeses used: Gouda, Parmesan, not Gouda, Gouda, Parmesan, Hokkaido cheese, Elemental, sorry, Emmental, mozzarella, cream cheese, cheddar, Pizza Hut cheese. So that is a total of 8 cheeses. We're being scammed out of one type of cheese.
Uh-huh.
This is an 8 cheese pizza. Unless they add extra cheese on something, but that's still not, there's supposed to be 9 different kinds.
I guess if you dial 1150, it puts you to Pizza Hut.
Anyways,
Yeah.
8 is
What the hell is Pizza Hut cheese? I was thinking the same thing.
enough, I suppose. And these are the kinds here. Are there any of these types of cheeses you have not tried or have tried and would like to comment on it? Comment below. I'm guessing mozzarella, cheddar. I mean, I don't know what these big hunks of cheese are. Mm. 1,000 Island on pizza. Is there ketchup?
Cheese emergency.
It's not strong.
1-800 cheese emergency.
I'm sure you guys are thinking, what are you doing with a bag of condiments?
Oh, we know what she's doing.
Have you been living under a rock? Don't you watch my channel? I'm the condiments queen. No. Well, because every time we order out and we're not at home, so we are ordering out every day, they give us like 2-3 handfuls of ketchups and sauces. Mm.
I wonder. You think she's got like hot sauce in that bag for her special time? Like it could have had mac and cheese.
So they just pile up.
True. Mac and cheese and
And I
all
keep
of
them in a
that.
bag to be neat. I guess. I could, like, I don't know, lay them out, make like a ketchup house of cards.
Of course, celebrity juicer.
Oh. The cheese came out to play. Actually, yeah, this is a perfect size of pizza. Okay. That's very heavy food. Gratitude. I've learned a lesson in life.
Right,
I have an
Michael?
audience. Heck yeah, I'm going to share this with you guys. It's wisdom that you could use. I know, it's coming from me, but hey,
Gratitude. What is she happy about? What does she have that I don't know, she has gratitude for? Is it because she still has her man and she's wanting to be with her man? All these streams about certain, I don't know, things, her life. She's thankful for her man, now she's having gratitude. What does it all mean? Boiled cheese whiz and
all
hot
right,
dog
so being
pizza?
grateful, and a lot of you are thinking, duh, a lot of you have realized this. Everyone, that's the thing, everyone has unique journeys. So some people realize this early on in age, some people never do. No BS. Let's do this exercise together, okay? Just think of something, just be in the moment. You're alive, you're breathing. When you really think of how amazing that is in itself, it's hard not to be grateful. But what I mostly learned is you have to be happy. Like, if you're not happy, you're miserable, and then you're going to have a bad time at life, right? Like, you're not going to have a good time. This is like, let's try spicy cheese. You're not going to have a good time. And a lot of things are beyond our control in life.
All right, so I just Googled this pizza. There's a reason why it's the nine cheese pizza and not eight, because nine is supposedly to bring the most good fortune in Thailand. So of course she did say that there are different types of cheeses were on the pizza. There's also a another type of pizza. It's called the pink black pizza, and the one side is of course black and the other pink. So it's called the Pink and Black Pizza, available from the 13th of September to the 13th of October. You know she had that one. So it's pink and black colored sweet ingredients such as strawberry sauce, Nutella, Oreo cookies, and chewy marshmallows. Is cheese whiz cheese? Good question. Oh, really, Lynn? All right, let me put this up on the screen about the nine
So
cheese
just
pizza
like
in
be
Thailand.
grateful for everything you have. And really, just by being happy with what you have, you don't focus on what you don't. Just like not waiting for a perfect moment to travel, not waiting for myself to be a perfect weight or even lose weight. And I know you're thinking, well, you're always in the hotel.
Yeah, she's always in the hotel. Oh, by the way, people, let me put this up on the screen. The pink black, of course, after the group. So I'll put up the pink black pizza. It seems it's 189 baht for this. It says just 189 at the bottom. So this is, yeah, the pink and black pizza right there. That's what it looks like. And of course, there's the nine cheese pizza. I guess she wanted the stuffed crust not like that, but I guess the regular, I would guess American style type of crust with the cheese inside. But this is originally the nine cheese. So it has, oh, it even says it right here. So which one did she, oh, hmm. Did she say Parmesan in hers as well? These are the nine cheeses. It's all right there. Let me release this. So there you go. So there you go. There you have it. Those are the cheeses for the nine cheese pizza. And of course, the pink black pizza once again is right there. So are you missing out on anything in Thailand? And it's 189 baht for this pink black pizza, by the way.
I still do things here, and I've done a lot. And the thing, I also want to say, sidetracking this whole idea, I've seen a lot of criticism from people from all over the internet. Like when I when I've seen anything said about me is that people are taken aback and appalled by how much food we spend on money. How much money we spend on food. And okay, but how much do you think other mukbangers spend on food? How much do you think Nikocado Avocado spends on that spread of 25 burgers? Like, do the math.
Oops, I got off track and I forgot to add here that yes, mukbangers spend money on food, but they also make more than what they spend on the food in return for their video.
Okay.
I'm eating a single personal pizza.
So we're just repeating what she said for like the past 6 years, where she gets into this rant about food and whatnot, blah 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 blah. Speaking of food and eating or not eating, did you hear what happened to Eugenia Kumi's? Which one of them got deleted or suspended? Was it her TikTok? I was hearing something like that. Is it true?
Chili powder.
Something happened to one
I'm
of
starting to love chilies.
Eugenia Cooney's platforms. Yeah, she's night and day compared to Nikocado Avocado. Nikocado also pays his taxes.
I would do the
yes.
one chip challenge, but I'm pretty sure I don't know. I'm just not taking any risks. I might be hypertensive. I don't want to die over a chip. And rest in peace, and my hearts go out to the family of them. There was a teenager who recently had
See you later,
allergy
Maria.
issue with it. Anyway. This pizza is awesome. So just be grateful. It'll make your life so much easier. You'll just be, if at anything else, you'll be happy with what you have, and you won't focus so much on what's the point of focusing on what you don't have. You don't have it. And I don't mean within excess. Having two jumbo jets and 5 million cars, expensive cars.
Thanks, Charlie's
Having
mom.
10 expensive cars. There are people who have 10 cars worth.
Well, technically, Foodie Beauty has 2 cars. She has her Kia and she has her Hyundai.
Sometimes like $500,000 each or more. 200,000 probably on average. That's fine.
TikTok for a
But
minute,
yeah,
but it's back. Okay, gotcha.
I'm criticizing that because that's just like greedy to me, because how can you have 10 cars when you know that selling one of those cars could feed like so many people? And you know what? You can say, well, what charity do you do?
Exactly.
How do you know we don't donate to charity or help people who are less fortunate? We do.
Because you lied about the $20 you gave to that homeless guy, and you actually finally came clean. And what was the other? There's so many things that she's lied about or said that wasn't true. How about the dog? The dog with the broken leg. You could have helped that dog out, but you didn't. You just put it on camera to exert, types of feelings out of people watching your video. HFC is smaller than Foodie. She's done well. I was hearing that HFC is now below Foodie's weight.
But if you haven't noticed, we keep a lot of our life private, And I actually love that. I love that spicy sauce on it. You know why I love that? Because I don't feel like the internet is my entire life anymore. I feel like when I get off of here, when I hit stop on the button, when I get off of my live stream and hit end live, I feel like I have another life to go to.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
One that's experiencing a culture so different from mine, that everything is new and exciting. I could walk out my front door anywhere I am in the world, But here now I'm here, but I could walk out this front door. I could walk out the front door of Kuwait. Instead of like driving down the long road.
Finger says she's got the table that high because she can't button that shirt anymore. Good point. Those shoulders and arms seem a little bit tight there. Maybe you are right. When I really think about it.
Longing for. That's why that road I drove down was long.
Yeah, the
Because
long
I had a
road.
lot of long longings.
Or you went to go pick up
I
substances on that long road in Canada.
would long for just a life
Powder.
of more experience.
You did experience a lot of psychedelic stuff due to that
I long
powder.
for a partner. 9 cheese pizza. Better than 6. I would also long for a man.
Yes. Handsomest
Handsome man.
man. Ooh, Jinx. We said them same thing, same time.
A protective man.
Of course.
A man completely opposite of what I went through. A man who would protect me, never hurt me.
And can whoop some ass at the same time.
Who
Whatever
loves
that
me for who I am.
whatever that means to you, whooping ass can mean a lot of things.
I can't even finish that. It's too much. Wow.
PHRAYA said she did the sexy time with a homeless dude. Same thing, right? Is that giving back?
Now I see why they only have one. I could only find one size on the site.
Hey, PHRAYA, listen, he sells CDs, okay?
Okay. They probably don't want the liability of like people having heart attacks if they get a large with 9 cheeses. So that's the trade-off. 9 cheese, but you get a personal size. Okay, anyway. I gotta get off of here. I'll continue my cheese. I don't know. I talk too much today. But anyway, I pray to God for these things. And the next day I told you I got a message from Salah. I told you the story. If you didn't hear it and you want to hear the full story, let me know in the comments.
Oh yes, please tell us if Sally needs to protect her from cheese. He actually does need to protect her from cheese. Remember how Bibi used to complain about her eating of cheese? Because when cheese goes into Foodie Beauty, the farts come out of Foodie Beauty and it is constant. You guys remember, Milan would always complain about the cheese eating because the farting in the bed, the hotboxing of farts at night was so overpowering. The man had enough.
So I'm grateful. Be grateful. See how it changes your life. Alright guys, I really, really love you guys and I'm sending you so much love and positivity and I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope you get to try 9 cheese pizza, inshallah.
Maybe
Bye!
one day. Maybe one day. One day I will try 9 cheese pizza. But for now, what I will say is, people, I will bid you adieu. I will do a part 2 of this Foodie Beauty catch up with you at a later time, probably in the next couple hours, maybe 6 p.m. EST. Still EST, right? BB might have been protecting himself from Foodie plus the cheese. He was complaining about the cheese stuff. Like the cheeses was too much at times. Like she would always overdo everything. Well, people, thanks for hanging out with me on my time back. I guess I'll be back and we will hang out some more. So other than that, I'm out of here, and I appreciate you. See some of you later. If I don't see you later, then I will see you another time. But have a good one. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.